They called him just a black trucker until he bought the entire gas station. Sometimes, the people the world looks down on the most are the very ones holding the greatest power. In today's story, you are going to witness a moment that started with insults, humiliation, and quiet suffering, but ended with shock, regret, and a life-changing twist that no one saw coming. It all happened on a dusty highway gas station just outside a small southern town. A place where people came to fuel their cars, but also their prejudices. A place where judgments were made before words were spoken. And a place where one man would be pushed too far, not knowing that the man they were mocking was about to change their lives forever. This is not just a story about racism. This is a story about hidden power. About patience. About the moment when silence turns into strength. So sit back, relax, and listen carefully. Because this story may change the way you see people forever. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications, so you never miss another powerful story like this one. The sun was setting low over Highway 27, throwing long golden shadows across a small gas station called Benton's Fuel and Mart. The station was quiet, except for the slow rumble of 18-wheelers passing by and the distant buzz of cicadas in the trees. A tall black man pulled his dusty semi-truck into the station. The trailer behind him carried construction equipment, and the truck's tires were thick with red clay. His name was Marcus Hale, a long-haul trucker who had been on the road for almost 14 hours straight. Marcus stepped out of his cab, stretched his stiff back, and walked toward the pump. Inside the store, 3 men stood near the counter laughing loudly. Their jackets had biker patches, their boots were muddy, and their voices were full of careless arrogance. One of them glanced out the window. "Look at that," he smirked. Another one of them clogging up the pumps. The others laughed. Marcus heard it, but he didn't react. He kept his eyes forward, slid his card into the machine, and began fueling his truck. But the laughter didn't stop. "Hey, truck boy," one of them called out, stepping outside. "You gonna be here all night? Some of us got real places to be." Marcus slowly turned his head. "I'll be done when the tank's full," he said calmly. The man scoffed. "You people always got an attitude." Marcus clenched his jaw, but said nothing. The other 2 men stepped outside now, forming a loose half-circle around him. "Bet he doesn't even own that truck," one muttered. "Probably driving for scraps." Marcus glanced at them quietly. "You're blocking my space," he said evenly. "Please step back." That's when one of them kicked the side of Marcus's truck. Bang! "Make us." A few customers inside the store began watching through the windows. The cashier nervously pretended not to notice. Marcus slowly reached into his pocket, not for a weapon, but for his phone. He made one call. "Hey," he said calmly into the receiver. "I'm at Benton's Fuel. You still planning to meet me here tonight?" He listened. "Good. Don't be late." He hung up. The men laughed. "You calling back up?" one sneered. "What, your mama coming to save you?" Marcus turned back to his truck as if nothing had happened. The pump clicked, the tank was full. He removed the nozzle, placed it back, and calmly walked inside the store. The men followed him in. Inside, Marcus set his phone on the counter. "I'd like to speak with the manager," he said politely. The cashier hesitated. He's not here." Marcus nodded. "That's okay," he said. "He will be soon." The men stood behind him, whispering insults and laughing under their breath. 5 minutes passed. 10 minutes passed. Then, the front door opened. A black SUV pulled into the lot. 2 well-dressed men stepped out, followed by an older gentleman in a sharp gray suit. The entire atmosphere changed. The cashier's eyes widened. Mr. Benton," he stammered. The older man nodded. Marcus slowly turned around. The men behind him suddenly fell silent. Marcus extended his hand. "Good evening," Marcus said calmly. "Thank you for coming." Mr. Benton shook his hand respectfully. "Of course, Mr. Hale," he replied. "I didn't realize you'd already arrived." The three men froze. Marcus glanced back at them, his voice still calm, but firm. "These gentlemen have been harassing me since I arrived," he said. "And I believe they damaged my truck." Mr. Benton's expression darkened. "You mean, on my property?" Marcus nodded. Mr. Benton slowly turned toward the three men. "Gentlemen," he said coldly. "Do you have anything to say for yourselves?" They stared at the floor. Because what they didn't know, and what they were about to find out, was that Marcus Hale wasn't just a truck driver. He was the major investor scheduled to buy this entire gas station and two others along the highway. And in just a few minutes, everything was about to change. The room felt different now. What had once been a loud, careless gas station filled with jokes and insults had suddenly turned quiet, so quiet that you could hear the humming of the soda refrigerator behind the counter. The three men stood frozen. Their laughter was gone. Their confidence had vanished. Only moments ago, they had been mocking Marcus like he was nothing more than just another truck driver. Now they were staring at him as if he had just pulled a mask off. Mr. Benton adjusted his glasses slowly. "Is that true?" he asked the men. "Did you touch his truck?" One of them swallowed hard. We were just joking," he muttered. Marcus turned slightly toward them. "Jokes don't leave dents," he said calmly. Mr. Benton nodded once, slowly. "I'll need to review the security footage," he said firmly. "But for now, you are all banned from this station, effective immediately." The men looked up in shock. "What? You can't do that," one protested. "Oh yes, I can," Mr. Benton replied. "Because in less than 2 weeks, this station won't even belong to me anymore." Their faces drained of color. Mr. Benton turned to Marcus with a respectful smile. "As discussed," he said, "the paperwork is ready. Once your legal team signs tomorrow, Benton's Fuel officially becomes Hale Energy Group property." The words hit the men like a punch. Marcus Hale. The name finally meant something. The man they had insulted was about to become their landlord. One of them stepped forward nervously. "Look, man, we didn't know," he said quickly. "We were just messing around." Marcus looked at him quietly. "That's exactly the problem," he said. "You were comfortable disrespecting someone just because you thought they were powerless." The man lowered his head. "I worked 18 years to build what I have," Marcus continued. "I slept in my truck. I missed birthdays. I missed funerals. I missed my mother's last phone call." The room was silent. "And you still thought I was nothing," he finished softly. Mr. Benton cleared his throat. "If you'll excuse us, gentlemen," he said firmly. "I suggest you leave." The men didn't argue. They walked out, no words, no laughter, no pride. Just the sound of boots against tile. The door closed behind them. The cashier exhaled deeply. "I'm sorry about what happened," she said quietly. Marcus smiled politely. "Thank you," he said. Mr. Benton shook his hand again. "I'll see you tomorrow at 9, he said. "I'll be there," Marcus replied. As the SUV pulled away, Marcus stepped outside. He looked back at the station, the same place where he had been disrespected just minutes earlier, and allowed himself a small, quiet smile. Because tonight wasn't about revenge. It was about respect. And from this moment on, Benton's Fuel would never be the same. If this story touched you, inspired you, or made you think, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications, so you never miss another powerful real-life lesson. Because the next story might just change your life.